why should I give a damn?
We got to talk about the Shanquella. I hope I'm saying her name right.
Yeah.
Robinson, the girl that went down to Mexico with her friends, was killed, and then later on we found out that it was actually a man. I don't know if it was a full transgender or somebody that just identified as a woman. I didn't go into details, but it explains how, because she was found with a broken neck. That's how she died. They said, the friends told the police she had alcohol poisons, but she was found with a broken neck as the cause of death and bruises to her stomach and all of that. And it explains a lot because, if a man is beating up on a woman like that, they're going to kill him. Like, that's why men shouldn't hit women. That's the reason why, this is a slippery slope with this. I identify as this, I identify as this. But when the swings and punches get this punching, it goes back down to your makeup, your DNA makeup. At the end of the day.
Which is why when I see like fight videos between transgender people and men, I'm like, that's not a feat. It's still a dude. Yeah. You know what I mean? They're like, oh, I'm like, that's still a nigga. He just got pumps on and a wig. Like, he's still gonna beat the shit out of you. You kidding me?
But the scary thing about that is it raised the question of, man, you gotta watch who your friends is. Especially Breezy, you being with the females, because females are a lot. Like, I think when it comes to guys,
the biggest haters for
when
sure.
Guys hate, it's very hard for a guy to be around a guy he hates because our energy be too loud about it. You can tell when a nigga hating. It's just we too loud, they too loud. You can see him, this nigga looking at me funny, and this nigga. But the scary thing about women, I tell women this, and this is why I be telling my daughter to stop befriending these little ugly chicks, these little scrub chicks. Because women have that different ability where they can hang and smile. They can be with you every day, man, and can't stand your ass.
Yep.
Be all up in your face. That's the reason why you say a lot of women say, I don't kick with women like that. I hang with dudes because women be all that. Because at least with dudes, at least when women hang with dudes, even if all those dudes want to fuck, at least she knows where she's at with those
And some
niggas.
of them girls do like getting ran through, to be fair.
That's true. There's a trained situation, but at least with dudes gonna take. With women, a woman could be smiling. Oh, hi, how you doing? I love your hair. Look at the color. Oh my God, girl. As soon as you walk away,
hating on everything they said.
Bitch wanna be like me so bad. I can't stand that bitch.
Bitch tampon string been hanging out the whole time.
Exactly.
Didn't tell her nothing. Like,
Didn't say shit. Yeah, her baby daddy was just in my DM the other day. Bitch thinks she
you're not wrong, only because like the big, we have these 3 big cases with black women coming up missing. Damn, I forgot her name.
Which one?
The lady who went to the sleepover with all the white ladies.
Okay, I don't know her name. I was thinking about that too, but we'll pull the picture
and then,
up. The last picture she took, she was with all that mayo surrounded by her. And then that's one of my biggest fears.
And then it was sad because she mysteriously fell off a balcony, and then the main lady who sleepover husband was like a sheriff deputy. Like, he had clout. So that case is just unsolved. And then of course we got was it Shanika Jenkins?
At the Rosemont Hotel.
Shakina.
Parking lot.
Kanika Jenkins.
Kanika,
But no, the shit that happened with the black girl at the sleepover, I honestly think that her name was Tamala Horsford. The girl that was at the sleepover with the white chick. Rest in peace to her. But I honestly think that was one of those situations where motherfuckers got drunk. I don't think it was a situation like the Shanquella situation.
No, I think it was an accident.
I think it was an accident. They covered it up, and they had a dude for clout because they didn't want to get nobody in trouble. So fuck them all. I think.
See, that's like the start of a horror movie where I wish this bitch. I wish he would come back and just haunt them every day. That's how it is. Because I just said you could just go about your life knowing some fucked up shit happened and you
like
just
that movie Bones with Snoop Dogg when he got snaked and then he came back.
One of the greatest movies
that was perfect. It was one of the scariest movies too. Very underrated. Watch Bones.
Damn, you the first nigga I seen hype up Bones.
Bones is very underrated, bro. Especially that part with all those faces was in the fire at the end and shit.
That's fair.
We won't go that far. The demons coming out. But shout out Snoop Dogg.
That's sad though.
One of the legends. But it's very sad watching these black women. Like I said, this whole flown out, going out on trips, everybody trying to live their best life, and it's really since the pandemic you've been seeing an uptick in trips.
No, can I tell you that? I'm sorry to cut you off, which I do a lot. I'm trying to. I'm seeing that on Twitter a lot too. This black girl got flown out. She got some dude, what's she from Massachusetts? It was the black girl who had the date of plenty of fish with the white dude. She died. The parents didn't know what happened. Like you said, this little prostitute flown out culture is getting little crazy because I'm on Twitter and I'm watching, hey, my friend has been missing and you think they're playing, and then 2 days later you see the report. It's like, oh, like they really said their friend was missing. She flew out, met up, normally a white guy, went out, got some pink meat, and head got chopped off.
What was that situation where the black girl actually got flown out by the white guy and then got killed? I forgot what case that was, but it just. Like everybody says protect women, and we do want to protect women, but it's hard to protect y'all if y'all not gonna protect your damn self. Y'all stop putting yourself in these positions for clout. Stop putting yourself in positions for money.
Or if you call a broke ass nigga when you try to protect them.
That's why going back to the Shanquella situation. That's why her situation is sad, because we at one point, on one side, we can tell women, watch out when you're getting flown out. Watch out when you're with these random guys. But these people were supposed to be her friends.
Yeah.
Those are supposed to be the people you're supposed to be able to go on a trip with. And she paid for the Airbnb. They stole $6,000 from her afterwards and some shit. And it just come to show. It's just like, man, this is the reason why I always say you got to befriend people that are on your level. Whether it be financially, whether it be look-wise. I tell niggas this all the time. You can't kick it with niggas who, if you're getting astronomically more pussy than they are. If you're getting way more pussy than them, you cannot kick it with the nigga, because that nigga gonna hate on you. That nigga finna watch you. That nigga finna be talking to the hoes like, yeah, that nigga ain't this, that nigga ain't that. It's the same for women. Like women, I don't know what it is. Y'all don't be getting it. Y'all be having the best. Y'all be thinking the best with these girls. But that girl that nobody talks to, that girl, the fat one in y'all crew that gets no attention, she hating.
Yeah.
When she goes home,
unless she got a nigga already.
Unless she got a nigga.
Hey, a lot of these fat chicks be having men now.
They hate too though. When they got a man, they gonna hate too.
Yeah,
but they hate that. But that hate is a little more. That hate is a little more protective though. To be fair. So you telling girls stop having transsexual men in their crew?
Well, I mean,
I'm just asking. I'm trying to get
if they're gonna be one of the girls, if you got a man in your crew that's transgender or transsexual and they're one of the girls, you got to really make sure they're riding for you. You really got to make sure, because you can't afford to get into a fight with that man. Because see, this is another thing that pissed me off about this whole transgender thing. When we watched the video, what was one of the main things everybody was mad at? Because they just sat there and watched that dude beat that girl to death.
Yes.
Why did they watch? But think about why they watched though. Now, had that been an actual man doing it, it would have got broke up. Why? Because in our mind, we shouldn't let a man hit a girl. But when your mindset is, oh, I identify this person as a female, and we're going to ignore their strength and we're going to ignore their DNA makeup because of what our mind is telling us, oh, we're going to respect what they identify as. That's how you get cases where we're sitting here watching a grown man beat the shit out of a woman, and we're just sitting back like it's two girls fighting. Sitting back like it's two girls fighting. That's the problem. That even goes back to the whole, and I saw your boy Trump even made a little clout point about this, how he was going to stop men from being able to do things in women's sports,
participate,
all that other shit.
You got my vote.
After that Shanquella shit, I don't know. That was a perfectly strategized statement, because I think all of us are sick of it.
What if that was a part of the debate? Like they was like, how would you do that? And Biden said, I would continue to let it happen, and Trump said, I wouldn't let it happen.
Biden, of course, is going to let it happen.
I'm saying, would that be like a point? Would that be like a turning point where you're like, I don't know about this, or is that enough?
It's a MAGA point for me.
It's a MAGA point, but that's a good thing to point out, Colin, because like I always say, that's the advantage and the disadvantage that the Democrats or the liberals in general have. When you're liberal, you're trying to appease all these groups.
Yep.
So every time you try to please a group, there's other groups that are going to feel either offended or going to feel neglected. Whereas as a conservative, this is what we are, fuck everybody else.
Yep.
This is this. We're American. We're Christian. We're white. We're this. And if you don't like it, fuck you. Whereas as a liberal, you got to cater to everybody. So the liberals are in a lose situation when it comes to appealing a lot of times. Even though they have the numbers because they identify with so many groups. But trying to get all those people, it's like going against a gang that has 20 members that's been in the same gang for 20 years, so they know the streets. They got whole plans. They got everything. Whether you got 100 people, that's just random people who just met that day. Yeah, you got the numbers, but if you're not organized, they got a little sniper in the roof. They got a little getaway driver. They got a little nigga. They got strategy. They got shit where we just out here with sticks and shit running around with no plan.
Yep.
So that's the thing. That's the advantage that the left, or that's the advantage I say the right has. That's the advantage that Trump. That's why Trump can say the things he says, because he doesn't have to cater to a group. He has one group, and as long as that group agrees what he says, he's good. But I mean, R.I.P. to Shanquella.
Yeah, for sure.
Breezy, I hope you don't got any trips planned. I
Hell
mean,
no. But normally, like, don't feel like stop going on trips with people you don't know or that you not comfortable with. Like, we going on the trip in January. My friend asked if she could be like 2-3 people, and I told her ass no. I don't know them. They're not fucking coming.
I don't know them niggas.
If like
because one bad person
you want to be
in
numbers, just because you want to be gang,
yeah.
now you're dead.
Well, you gotta have the even amount of people in the pictures. They gotta look right for the who gonna take your picture.
If you don't know them, if you don't know nothing about them, like, oh, my friend, nope. You haven't done a fact check on them, they can't come.
Because sometimes, niggas be like, everybody drop out. So you really just going, I'm about to say, you really just going with whoever got the money at that point. Which
and clearly she had the money.
I know, right?
So
she
they
was
like,
some bum hate. But can I ask Breezy a question? How do you feel about women traveling alone, especially to foreign countries? I know a lot of
never
aunties.
Traveling alone.
I know a lot of single moms.
I'm never getting flued out by no random ass person I met on no line. No.
Yeah.
If we flying out, we're flying out together.
You gotta think about
that.
The average woman, especially if she's bad, she's getting offers from around the world.
Yeah,
now.
but she's getting verified offers, some verified accounts.
That's true.
Real people. She's not flying out by no random ass account.
True,
That's
but even like
spam pics.
even a lame chick at this point is gonna get at least one around the world offer. It's just a matter of your discretion. Like you gotta. At the end of the day, ladies, you gotta be
Stop going
smart.
for these fake pages. What the fuck?
Exactly. Stop jumping for everything you see with a shiny profile pic with a Gucci belt on. Otherwise, you don't know. And then and watch who you think your friends is.
Yep.
Day ones are day ones. Day twos are day twos. A lot of times you see people who you got internet friends. That means that we just look good in pictures together. We just get a lot of likes when we collaborate on shit together. We're not really friends.
Some people are just like smoking friends. I told my little sister that when she got older. Some friends you can travel with. They're going to have their money on time. You know what you like. I got friends like that. Some of them friends, we just smoke, go about our day. Some people you could be around the family. There are friends and associates for different situations. And I think the older you get, you just kind of, they gets weeded out. And you just kind of had the people where, okay, he's on this shit. I trust him. Our families know each other. But supposedly they were saying, one of the main girls from the Shanquella, they said, I hear so much stuff or read so much stuff, but they were saying one of them was her friend. She was on previous family trips with she knew the mom. And I don't think it was the one she got into a fight with, but it wasn't like it was random people. There was 1 or 2 people that she actually did because she might have been a tag along friend. They might have said, hey, let's bring her because she got money. But yeah, stop hanging out with broke people. You know what I mean? If they ain't got the money, when it's time to get the money, that's the red flag. Right. And, we too grown to be.
If they ain't got the money, get your own fucking room. All right. If I'm going out with people I don't know, I'm getting my own room. I'm getting my own car. Fuck that.
Stay in your trip lane.
Stay in your trip lane.
If you're broke and you can barely afford to get there, you don't need to go.
I'm the type. I'm not sharing a bed with nobody I don't know. For one, I'm not sharing a bed anymore.
Not a woman you don't know.
Yeah. True, I'm not sharing it. I don't give a fuck if it's 2 queen beds in a room. If I don't know you, bitch, you're not staying in my room.
Catch a little buff nigga on the beach, walk around,
I don't know
room service nigga.
Because they be the first ones that's gonna steal from you or do anything. I've had it happen to me before, from men and women. So,
because this got asked in the group, are we past the point we're all near 30 plus? Are we past the point where we're floating friends money for trips? Because we had a post in the group where it was like,
I did see that.
I want friends where we can. I'm like. If you need
one where you say they want friends that if you're a good friend, basically what said if you're a good friend, if somebody don't got their money for the trip, we can all put our money together to pay for them.
I'm laughing on that.
That shit. That's bummy. Like I said, that's that bummy welfare shit.
They don't have money for the trip. You know that because we've done that when we was younger. Then all of a sudden, wait a minute, you start thinking this nigga ain't got money to eat. We want to go shopping. You got to give money shopping.
You have a kid. You have a grown kid. You have a grown dependent.
At the most, I will say, I will cover your flight. If I really want you to go, I'll buy the flight.
Cover like they got to pay you back, or is just on love?
You need to have your food money and shit though.
Oh well, Breezy,
I will buy the flight though. If I really want to go somewhere, I'm buying the flight. If I really want to go somewhere, I'm buying the concert tickets. Hell, everybody know. I said we going to Burna Boy. I'm buying all the motherfucking tickets. Y'all pay me back later. Like that was the best force we made this year though.
In the sad.
I'm just saying.
And the sad part is those bum friends, in the pictures, they be the most ones turning up.
Yeah.
The most drink. They smoke.
Most stories, most reels.
I've been there. And Drewski had a funny skit about that a while back. But I've been there in my early 20s. That's why only me and my guy Ant, we really only take the trip. We try to get our other friends, but them niggas aren't seasoned travelers. They play too much, and we like, fuck it, we gonna just take this trip. Let them niggas do whatever. But like I said, I seen them niggas. They be in a bottle. Let me hold the bottle. Blunts. Take a picture. I'm like, damn, nigga, that's all my shit, really. Well, you don't deserve no pictures.
Also, you ain't even get the Uber here.
People gotta understand.
When you're on Ubers.
When you're on vacation, you're in a foreign territory and you're gonna be probably super fucked up half the time. It's vacation. We're gonna be fucked up. Yeah. So if you can't trust yourself being around somebody fucked up, inebriated, where you're not gonna remember always what's gonna happen, I said you might be the one fucked up that day. Now you helpless. Now you have to rely on those friends or those people to make sure you get home safe. So if I wouldn't go no fucking vacation, I wouldn't even go out at home with a person that I can't trust that's going to make sure I get home safely if I get too fucked up. So that's just what we got to start looking at the end of the day. But speaking of fucked up, I gotta talk about Colin because Colin had a story that had me chuckle. He recently had a situation where he got into an altercation with somebody in a wheelchair.
Oh, yeah.
And we won't go into details of this altercation.
It was online.
It was an online back and forth. But I want to focus on what happened. The altercation ended in the guy in the wheelchair telling Colin that I don't do this internet shit. Pull up.
Yeah, pull up, come see
As
me.
if you had a wheelchair too and shit. Yeah, right. Like, pull up.
Like we been playing whirly ball or something. Shit.
Pull up. It led me to my next question. And shout out to the disabled because we just had a whole good segment last week about, disabled people being able to fight through challenges and doing anything everybody else can do. So we're definitely pro-able. We're pro all of that. But now we got to talk about the situation because this is real life shit. Would Colin be wrong if he smacked the shit out of the dude? That's why, because at the end of the day, that's a threat to you. He's telling you to pull up. He's being the aggressor in the situation. Yeah. I want to know, ladies and gentlemen, if you're in a situation where a guy in a wheelchair is being aggressive towards you. Mm-hmm. Let's say he gets to saying, let's say Colin see him in public now. Colin don't pull up because he's like, you know what? I ain't on that. Yeah. I ain't gonna pull up. I'm gonna chill. But all of a sudden he see you at Summerfest or he catch you slipping on Water Street and stuff, and you don't even notice. He just roll over your toe and shit. Like he roll over your toe like bitch ass nigga. What's that shit you was talking? What's your next move, Colin? Like,
well, he's white, that guy, so that would piss me off. But period, y'all know my phrase for these situations: equal rights for equal rights, or if you want to say equal rights, get equal lefts. If you want to play and do all the tough guy shit, I feel like you're now me. I know if I because I'm like I kind of know this nigga, so I know the type of events, and I might linger around a couple more events just to see you pop out. But I also know you niggas stay in the crib. Personally, I feel like you should get whatever come to you. Sorry, like you roll over my foot, you talking shit, you talking pull up. You need to be talking tough. I'm assuming you're strapped.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean. I just feel like that's why I say lanes.
Pull up with a stick.
You just literally like you just stay in your lane because you know what? If I do just kick you over on some Sparta shit, I'm gonna look like the bad guy. Yeah. I've had that situation of white mud shark in my face, almost saying the N-word. I didn't say nothing. In the moment I turned up, it was 40 coon ass niggas came out the blue and protected her. But I was like, nobody was stopping her when I told her, go get your man. Go get your man. I'm not arguing with you. Be a real boo. So I just know how it goes. And me being a black man, I'm at the point in my life, I'm not doing this. Damn, I'm black. I need to chill out. It's going to look the wrong way. I'm giving you the same energy. I hope to see this person when I'm out. I don't think I would be wrong if I did nothing, but I know deep down inside if I did, I would feel like bad. I wouldn't do nothing because I'm like, this nigga really in the wheelchair.
It's different if he in a wheelchair and he's like really disabled mentally, but if you're just in a wheelchair because you probably got into an accident and now you're just your legs are paralyzed, right? But you're talking shit like they not paralyzed.
Right. Guys, this is real life.
If you talking shit like you're not paralyzed, you can get it.
I mean, what about you, Bree? What about you, Bree? You see a little thotty in the wheelchair.
You gonna tell me pull it with a stick, let it hit.
Are you pulling up deep with your homegirls? Like
I'm gonna
earrings
off.
I'm
gonna send some pull-uppers.
Okay, I was say you getting a little famous now.
Yeah,
she'll have some young little Brookfield.
I don't get involved with the foolery, but
yeah, like I said, I'm not.
I ain't a killer, but don't push me.
I'm not on that. I try to be as peaceful as possible, but at the end of the day, I have no sympathy for aggressors.
Exactly.
Because I'm the type of motherfucker where I try my best to mind my business, stay the fuck out the way, try to stay out of situations. So anytime I'm in an altercation, 9 times out of 10, it was me trying to avoid it or me trying to get around it and somebody becoming aggressive with me. And now I'm feeling like I either A, have to defend myself, or B, you think I'm a bitch. And I can't go for that, you know. So it's one of those two things. So
and we've had several videos in the group and in our personal chat where I've seen people wheelchair slamming niggas. We had one in our group chat where it was an old lady with the hands. So I'm like, they not all sweet. Like luckily,
I'm feeling like
luckily this guy is sweet, but
if
they're
you're talking
not all
cash.
sweet.
But if you're saying pull up, I have to assume you have abilities. I'm sorry, I don't care what limbs
you think he Professor X, like he don't just get in my brain. And
I don't know,
up.
but I have to assume you have something because I mean, like I said, it's just like if I see a short. It's the same thing for
the
short
nigga got
niggas.
rockets on his wheelchair. He gonna shoot out.
It's the same thing for short niggas though. When I see little niggas talk too much shit, you got to be strapped.
Yeah, they are most.
What about a guy with Down syndrome? What if he said, "What's up, nigga"?
Man, what nigga? I'm running because I don't know who he might shoot. Like I said,
you get slammed on your head. Shit, I volunteered at Special Olympics. You will get put on your head. you never seen a Mice of Men? Shit,
I seen him and I know what happened to him at the end. So at the end of the day, R.I.P. to him. R.I.P. to Takeoff. One more thing we got to say before we get the fuck up out of here. I definitely got to talk about. Got clear my down throat, too much smoke, all that shit. But one of the funny shits that had the internet going, motherfucking 21 Savage. What's y'all take on him saying that Nas is irrelevant? Colin. I know Nas is your favorite rapper.
Nas is Nasir Jones, Escobar. No, I think there wasn't a lot of context. Me, I say he was showing out for the hoes on Clubhouse.
That's still a thing. I want to.
He was on Clubhouse.
Clubhouse is popping. I don't be on it, but
it came back during.
I don't like how the only time I hear about Clubhouse is fucking Whack 100. I don't like that.
Well,
that's what's making me not want to be
not to jump around. Twitter started their own shit with Spaces, and it kind of phased it out. But every once in a while, you can still catch like a rapper that'll just pop in. But anyways, he kind of just said it, and he's not wrong. But I'm glad he clarified up with context. And to say that was poor choice. He'll always be relevant because he's a top 5 MC of all time. I'll give him that. I would say the only reason I kind of agree with him because I didn't even know he dropped the album till the night of when I seen my uncle was, he's 50 plus and his hip hop buddies, they was the only 2 niggas that posted. I just saw the 3 bars. I saw KD3. I'm like, KD dropped the album. I was like, oh, this Nas. Okay. I know you picked me up. Nobody really talked about it.
But what's relevance? I guess that's the real question.
See, the thing
what's relevance?
The relevance is wrong. Because Nas will always be relevant. He's an ambassador for Hennessy. I still see him on there. I think he was just saying for people 30 and under, they're not checking for him. So that the verbiage was wrong.
That's what I'm saying. Because I watched it, so I understood what 21 Savage was saying. So I didn't take it on. But using the word relevance wasn't.
See, young niggas throw that and goat around too much. Yeah. You're not irrelevant just because you're not around everything. But Nas and I'm going both.
To Nas, he's irrelevant.
He did literally just win a Grammy. You know what I mean? Right. So on the other end, I hate when people dismiss the Grammy, but when they want to use it as defense, they pull up the Grammys.
Right.
But
shout out Nicki Minaj.
Yeah, right. But overall, I think he clarified it, and the only reason I didn't really jump down his throat is because 21 is smart. And he does respect rap. He did clarify it, but the thing is, he got so much heat because he called out Kodak. Kodak has. Every day I find out some random nigga that's a Kodak fan.
Leave my nigga Kodak out.
That's what I'm saying. Kodak
got some bangers.
I'm honorary Sniper Gang. He would definitely beat him in the verses, but he said that he's lined up with Drake, who's gonna get a meme. They turned him to a gay couple.
21.
And can I say this? And everybody I see bringing up, they don't respect the British shit. Those are 3 things where off top. That's what I seen the main criticism. They were just like, if anybody else said that, like if Hit Boy, if Swiss Beats, if somebody random said that, it wouldn't be that much hit. Or Hit Boy did an album, but the fact that he said it during this climate and it's kind of like he's using it for marketing, he got no respect. Nobody care about your British ass. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, well, it was really a terrible messenger for the whole thing. But I don't think Nas is irrelevant.
I don't want to hear British niggas talk. That's the same thing I felt about when Drake said the shit about Meg. Like I get it. I mean, it was a line. It was a little witty line. But at the end of the day, I don't want no corny Jewish Canadian niggas talking about black women. And all of a sudden now you get so clever with the black, especially when I see you simping over bitches that are 75 times weaker than fucking Meg Thee Stallion. Then we go to this British nigga, like, stay in your little king, queen, whatever little British empire lane you got going on. I hate, that's when I had to put my American cap on, because I'm like, now you want to talk something like, now we got a British nigga and a Canadian nigga talking shit about niggas, like, stay in y'all lane. And then, like I said, I fuck with 21. I think 21 is good, but sometimes he just gets beside himself, because he gets the Drake stimulus package like every other year. Yeah. So he kind of gets boosted above his tier, above his lane.
Mean, we were just listening. He had a Grammy nominated song with J. Cole. Like, he gets random, Metro Boomin.
He's the Rajon Rondo of rap to me.
I kind of like that.
Where it's like when you put him with elite niggas, he can shine with them. But if you put him on a team by himself, it's like, it ain't really.
Him and Young Nudie got some bangers.
Just like Rondo and DeMarcus Cousins had bangers on the Kings, but we saw where that went. So
you got me.
So like I said, like he's the Rajon Rondo of rap. Like he's respected. He definitely got rings. He got rings.
Can I ask this? What if he said? What if he said people under 30 not checking for Nas instead of saying he was irrelevant? Would that change?
Like Nas. I'm checking for Nas.
But I'm saying would that had changed?
What he should have said was, I don't know what he should have. He should have just kept Nas' name out his British mouth. Yeah. That's what he should have said. Mate. That's what you should have said. Stay in your mate lane. Bruv.
But I'm saying second week, they did sell more to him.
I don't care. But that's why I don't like you new school streaming niggas trying to shit on niggas who were hot 20 years ago.
I don't like
this low key.
You would have never said that when Stillmatic
They made
dropped.
more money back then than y'all making now. Y'all making cents on the dollar.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like,
that's why they gotta do all this fake clout chasing shit. Just so they can make it 6 cents on the dollar.
Cause
you don't own shit. You don't write shit. Hell.
Exactly.
You see your boy Meek say he about to start selling this shit on JPay. He like
selling they masters.
Colin, you're old enough to remember the Jay-Z versus Nas beef and old enough to remember the Stillmatic album and the impact that had.
Stillmatic was the shit.
Do you think 21 is saying anything to that, Nas? That's my thing. Like, you got to put shit in kind of like, 21, you at the height of your career. So, of course, you can throw that shit. And you just had a fucking double song. I mean, you just had a duo album with one of the biggest artists in the world. So, you feeling yourself. I get it. But at the end of the day, man, this is a legend. If anything, you need to be trying to get on his level.
I think all artists
you can get a Grammy 20 years after
I do agree with what you said. I do agree what you did say though, Colin, because people do. Nas is one of what I call he's a lyrical. He's one of those lyrical.
You said he was the black
niggas.
Eminem in the car.
No, he's better than Eminem, but he's a lyrical checkpoint nigga where when niggas want to flex their hip hop prowess or they want to flex their knowledge of rappers, they love to throw Nas out there to make it seem like they just listen to real rap. And they don't really be listening to that shit like that.
Quest.
Exactly. You don't listen to Mos Def, Talib Kweli? No, I don't listen to none of them.
They do it like a history book.
So but that's legendary status even in itself. But like I said, he's one of those niggas. And I even saw a post where they said Nas had 757 words in this album. I don't give a when we count words in the album. I don't give a fuck about how many words is in this album. I'm like, the Nas fans do take it too far sometimes.
Yeah. They have to overcompensate. They got to overcompensate because he's always in that Jay-Z shadow. But overall, I just say like that's the problem with these rappers now. You're comparing these juice stream numbers that are clearly bought, manipulated versus album sales, which to be fair, labels were buying albums. So it's not that crazy, but I'm taking a nigga that sold 80,000 in his first week physical versus these fake ass streams. So it do kind of kill me when I see these random songs going diamond and platinum. That is straight on there. So we got to respect our legends. Overall, I'm glad everybody did stick up for Nas.
RIP Takeoff, RIP Tommy. Also, we can't get out of here without saying RIP Tommy.
Tommy
Green Ranger.
Martin.
David Frank. He died because of a suicide. Man, you never know what people are going through. One of the most legendary characters. We have several segments with the Green Ranger, White Ranger. So definitely shout out.
Didn't he kill his roommate?